Hello from Germany, from Kirchberg, my wonderful hometown. I just wanted to greet everybody again, my English-speaking friends, and wanted to just drop a short note and thoughts about, do we really have a right to be right, and should we insist on it? If I observe the Bible from beginning to end, I observe that in the beginning of the Bible there was the tree of the knowledge of good and evil and the tree of life in the garden, and that it was not God's will that mankind should even know about this difference between good and evil, and maybe let me extend it even right and wrong. Now, if we look at the development of God's plan for mankind, after the fall, we had God working through the law, saving people through Israel, and then Jesus came, saving us through grace. And then at the end of the Bible, in the book of Revelation, we have again the tree of life in the center of the new city, the New Jerusalem. But the tree of the knowledge of good and evil is gone. I don't know where it's got left over, but it's gone at the end of the Bible. And see, there's similarities between the beginning and the end of the Bible. You have the creation of heaven and earth in the beginning. You have creation of the new heaven and new earth in the end. You have Adam getting a wife. You have Jesus getting a new wife. The first Adam got Eve. The latter Adam, Jesus Christ, got the church. So there is a wedding at the beginning and at the end of the Bible. But in the midst of all this, and that's where we are still at, is this great discussion about what is right and what is wrong. And this discussion, and especially the insisting on being right, the insisting on having the right argument or being right, that insistence has caused more damage in the family, in marriages, and definitely in churches. I mean, if we consider the fact that we have over 44,000 different Christian churches and denominations around the world right now, we can see that there has been a lot of discussing about right and wrong, good and evil. But actually, this discussion should be over, because if we live our relationships, or if we lead our relationships on the basis of right and wrong, good and evil, then we'll have losers and winners, but we won't have harmony, we won't have relationships, because after the fall, the only thing that can keep a relationship going is forgiveness, is grace. And grace and forgiveness is a law that is higher than the law of being right. But because we live in such a fallen world, there is a lot of wrong and there is a lot of evil going on. The thing is, we Christians should really be the ones showing the world that the discussion of right and wrong is not any longer the main issue, but the question whether there is love. I personally think that the tree of life in the beginning of the beginning of creation could be called the tree of love, because love will cover every sin, love will cover every fault, and love will say that it's okay, you may be wrong in what you've done, but I still love you and I'm willing to restore you. Now just think about it. If God would have insisted on his right to be right, there would not have been a human history. That would have been it with the fall of Adam and Eve. But God, he put down his right to be right and decided to go on a higher course, on a higher law, on the law of love and grace and forgiveness, taking, of course, the punishment for that was wrong and the evil on himself in his Son Jesus Christ. So I would like to encourage us that we would consider, are we living our lives pursuing being right, or having the right argument or being better than the others. And I think it's time that we just put down the right to be right and start, by the grace of God, to live in the love of love, in the law of love, sorry. God bless you from Germany. Bye.